Okay, to start the Vine in a sales mode, the most likely you have the startup guide, but once you download the Vine Connect and you're on the network, it will automatically discover the Vine app. The username and password, the default is admin as written. That will allow you into the system. From a sales perspective, if you're doing a demo, there's really only four places you're going to go into. That's alert types, SMS group, users, and when you're ready to close out maintenance. So let's go alert types first. There are some default that are built in, green, blue, yellow, red off, but here let me show you a way to create a new one. So if you were to create a new one, let's just pick aqua and just name this heightened alert. Um, and if I misspell something, sorry. I'm going to make it where only an administrator can do it. I am going to submit it. You notice it automatically is added at the last record. It puts them in the order that you're adding, and when you open the app, that's the order that's going to come in. The difference, if you look at administration and user level, if an alert is created in user mode, only users that are listed as user can access these. Administrator will see all the alerts. A user will not see an alert that's listed as administrator. So let's go back into the dashboard. Let's create a user. So there's a default user as admin. Let's create a brand new one. This is how you do it. I'm going to create one. The password is to get into the system, but for sales perspective, for demo purposes, I'll make the password of the mobile pin exactly the same, 1234, and the mobile pin 1234. I can create myself as a user or an admin, so let's create admin and submit. I will then also create just a user. Let's name him John Doe and make it 1234, 1234, and he will only be a user. So that's as easy as it is to create users in the system. Remember, a user will only be able to see the alerts when they open the mobile app that is listed as user, where an administrator will be able to see all alerts. Where that makes sense is maybe at a school. Teachers may only be able to initiate a lockdown. You don't want a teacher to clear a lockdown. Whereas an administrator, it takes an administrator to clear a lockdown. You'd rather have a teacher make a mistake and force an administrator to clear it than to be sorry. That's how you create a user. And finally, under SMS groups, so remember, Vine now supports 5 different groups of 5 phones apiece. So I'm going to create a new one. Let's call this staff. So once you create a group, when you manage a group, you can then put up to 5. So this could be the principal. Of course, these are not real numbers, and therefore the principal is in the staff. You can create another text group. This is the assistant principal, and he or she can have another number. Submit everything back. You can go back into the SMS group or dashboard, but let's go backwards in the SMS group. And now you see a staff. Now you might want to create another group. Let's call this emergency. So this could be SROs. If you're in a rural area, you can have police. So you manage the right here, and I'm going to create SRO1 and let him have a different number. And then I will create SRO2 and let's have her do a different number also. And what happens here is the people that you put in the SMS group will be the people that receive SMS notification when it's texted. Remember that for SMS notification to work, you need to have a WAN connection or an internet connection. Let's go back to alert and notice here, if this is an all clear, if I manage the group, Right now, nobody is going to be texted, but then I can easily add staff. And let's go back to alerts for, let's go lockdown here. Let me manage the group in lockdown. I want to make sure staff, and I also want to make sure that my emergency group is, and that's all it takes to make all the alerts. So every alert can be, the text of the alert, besides the lights changing color, could be sent to nobody, one group, or all 5 groups. You do not have to have a text go out. You do not have to have 5 people in each group, but there's a maximum of 5 text individuals per group and 5 groups. So in a situation where you want the absolute most number of texts going out, that's the maximum of 25. And that is pretty much what all you have to do for sales demo. Devices, email notifications, a lot of settings and zones. That's more advanced. That'll be covered in the manual. Finally, when you are ready to complete your sales, please make sure you shut down the system. If you hit shutdown, you'll see that the Vine server will shut down. It'll take up to 60 seconds. If you just unplug it, that is literally like shutting down a server or communications software without gracefully closing it out. And that gets you complete from a sales perspective. Thank you.